let's get started.
It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It is Thursday, October the 10th of 2024 at 6:01 a.m. And Kevin, say glorious for me.
It's glorious.
Oh, your mic isn't close to
outside. It's
It's
glorious.
glorious. It is glorious.
It really does feel
I had
great.
dinner on the
Nighttime is
patio
nice.
last night. I loved it so much. It was so good. This is fall. I love it. It's not cold yet. You don't need a jacket in the daytime.
It's wonderful.
Still
It's
hot in
nice when
daytime.
you wake up.
Enjoy
in the
it,
sun.
cherish it, because we get maybe 10 days a year that feel like this.
Let me get used to it.
October is good. October usually, we have more days like this than we don't, except for last week. I don't know what happened there. 90s. I'm like, oh, I don't know what happened there. Should we go swimming? Yeah. Today is Thursday, my friends, which means tomorrow is the end of the week. So you're basically already in weekend mode. So how much work are you doing today that looks
lot of
like work,
schools
but
are
you're
out.
not?
Are they?
Yeah.
Where are they out today?
Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Friday and Monday for Columbus Day / Indigenous Peoples Weekend.
Oh,
Fall.
okay.
Fall. How many people do you think had to cancel their Disney trips this weekend?
Oh,
my gosh,
Florida.
A lot of Houstonians
God love them.
are probably we're gonna fly out Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and come back Monday, and now they had to cancel everything.
Well, sucks to cancel, but
Yep.
that was terrifying that Hurricane Milton was still this strong. October the 9th hitting.
Yeah.
October the 9th, really? Those poor people in Florida, like, really? We just had Helene. What is happening? Last year, that hurricane hit twice. We got another city that got hit twice by the hurricane. It was in Louisiana. It was not St. Charles. What got hit twice last year, y'all? Boom, boom. We're
I know what
always
you're
driving
talking
through
about,
and we're
but I
going to
can't
New Orleans.
remember.
It wasn't Lake Charles, was it?
I don't know.
They always get hit with something.
Let me do a little
They got hit
research.
twice. It was two, almost like a couple weeks apart. It was
That's
two
sad that we
hurricanes.
can't remember because it happens so often.
Well,
Yeah.
the weird thing is, I don't feel like it happens so often to the same city.
In the
And
same
I've been
area.
talking about that area. Why the heck can't I remember? I'm having a brain fart. I'm too tired and sleepy. But yeah, it's really. Of course, people are thinking about. I actually watched that last night on the Weather Channel to see how it's coming through. There's this doctor that I follow. She's a pediatrician. I don't even know her name. She always pops up with things that she tells you to calm your fears about whatever's wrong with your kid. But she was on CNN last night because she's like viral because she talks about all this stuff with your kids. She lives there. And the last thing that I saw is that she was like, well, Hurricane Helene's coming. I think we might flood. Then the aftermath was, yes, here's the water line in our house. So they were still cleaning up and not living somewhere else. And then she goes, okay, well, we're leaving the house where we were, and I'm on duty at the hospital, so I'm bringing my kids with me. I don't know where her husband went. And then they had her on CNN yesterday.
See that guy in the garage?
go-to.
He opened his garage and there's a big alligator in there.
No.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, nope.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm done.
my
Sell the house.
gosh.
Yeah, time to get out.
Some guy named Lieutenant Dan, they've nicknamed him, the internet's nicknamed him
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, but they say
You got magic
He's riding out
legs.
the boat.
He's got like a bad past. Somebody else did some research on this guy.
What happened? Oh, he's shady?
Yeah. He's missing like a leg, and he's on a boat, so they call him Lieutenant Dan.
Oh.
Because
And he's riding out the hurricane
Yeah.
up against the the seawall.
So he's like
kind of.
shaking his fist at, is that all you got?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
But this guy's done some. You have
Bad
to just
stuff.
go down the rabbit hole, you'll see.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's
It
not-
almost seems like...
it's not a cute Forrest Gump story.
Oh, okay.
No.
It seems like, certain people, it's like you don't really want to, even though you may do something wonderful or help somebody, you don't want that media attention because then they start digging into your past.
You're so right about that. Is
Yeah,
true.
the guy that, who's the guy years ago, the man with the golden radio voice? He was like a homeless man.
yeah.
But then he got like a job, and then he got fired because
They fixed
his
him up.
background.
did the Kraft mac and cheese commercials.
He did?
That's
He's
right.
the voice.
Because he had that velvety voice.
So he probably made $500,000.
You're
then
kidding.
something
I didn't remember he
happened
got
that-
kicked
And then they
like that.
started doing a little bit of homework, and they were like, oh,
Wasn't it-
okay, he may not be the great guy we thought he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want the notoriety.
Just stay under the
And then
radar.
remember the Hatchet guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That documentary was so
I
good.
never did see that one.
It was amazing. That guy's dead now.
Is he?
Yeah, he
From
died. Well, I don't want to give it away. You watch the documentary. It's
was it
really,
called?
really good. Oh,
Remember?
something hitchhiking axe.
Well, if you can't remember the name of the
It was like
documentary, tell us how it is. I
axe
don't
wielding
care.
hitchhiker something.
I'll never find it on Netflix.
Kai
It's on
was his name.
Kai, yeah. Oh, he's dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you might as well tell us how he died.
Hang on a second.
Someone said,
Nobody
yeah, Lake
cares.
Charles got hit twice last
Lake
year.
Charles, yeah, that's what it was.
Lafayette or Baton Rouge, maybe?
No, it was Lake Charles.
I was saying Lake
It
Oh,
Charles.
just
The
didn't sound right when I was
Hatchet-Wielding
saying it.
Hitchhiker is what it's called. It's on Netflix. It's really, really interesting.
Or is
Like,
it interesting?
Or interesting.
I know. I always,
mess that up.
I know.
I always mess that up.
Which one is it?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Is it interesting?
Just the way it is caramel,
I feel
not
like interesting.
caramel.
No. Oh!
Now that's interesting. Wait a second. Do I have that?
I saw this. What do you guys think is the
That's interesting.
most important room in your house? I bet out of you three, Roula, Ryan, and Kevin, you guys, 2 out of 3 will get it.
I'd have to say the bathroom.
Is it the kitchen?
Kevin,
Yeah.
what do you care about the most that you think is the best? Kitchen? Yep. Yeah,
Yes,
I got it right.
for the
2 out of
most
3. Kitchen is
Look at you. Kitchen.
9 out of 10 Americans say their kitchen needs to be better looking than any other room in their house.
Oh, as far as appearance. Okay, I was going to say
just-
functionality. You need a bathroom.
Well, I mean, yeah, you need a bathroom, of course, but the majority believe that the heart of the house is the kitchen,
Oh,
which I feel like
100%.
that's changed over the last 30
That's
years.
because of
20 years.
open concept.
Yep.
It used to
Well, the
be
heart of the
everything
house
was
literally is the kitchen
compartmentalized.
now.
You didn't hang out in the kitchen. It was cut off from the rest of the house.
Now the house is part of the living room.
Well,
I mean, the
actually-
kitchen is part of the living room. I mean,
Yeah.
When I was a kid, though, we had a compartmentalized house growing up, and people still gathered in the kitchen, like where the stove was to the breakfast table vicinity.
get a coffee.
That's where you hung out. Everybody hung out there. We didn't hang out in like that first little room that's a waste of space now.
Yeah.
With a wall, nobody sits in there alone.
Who invented that one?
Well, it was like
The
formal.
little sitting room.
Ugh.
It back in the 50s, where like the housewives were all dressed up when the husband came home. They would sit in that front room and have their coffee and read the newspapers.
I picture it like when they built these homes, and they go back to like the 1800s. They probably had like the little sitting room in the front. This is where
1800s.
gentlemen callers will come in, and we'll meet in the formal sitting room in the front of the house.
You know, there's when the callers are coming, you have to have a nice room to sit in for the callers.
Company.
The men who come over with the flowers to marry your 16-year-old.
When y'all were kids, did you like? My parents always had company. We always had an aunt or an uncle coming over. I'd say at least like 4 or 5 times a week. We always
and
had
there was
company.
this coffee cake my mom wouldn't let us touch.
The Entermans,
Edmund.
And
Entenmann's. Is that what you say? Is that what you, okay?
Do you guys, when it comes to family members, can they just come over to your house, or do they have to at least text or call you?
Who's going to come over to
my house?
Like, say if you're family, I know it's tough for you.
I
Kevin,
guess
but
brother
like
lives
Sam,
here,
Sam wants to come over to your house,
Kevin.
Kev.
You mean like
Yeah.
a pop-in?
Yeah, like Roula's your sisters. Can they just come over to your house and just stop on in?
Usually
Or do
they'll
they
call
at
me
least
and see if I'm even there.
Is a pop-in okay, or
But a
do you
couple times they just
require advance warning?
It's fine with me, as long as I want them to know that we're here, whether we're there or not. Only a couple times. See, because sometimes they haven't come over when they were trying to call me and I didn't hear it, or my phone wasn't near me, and then they did, and then I see I missed a call, or hey, y'all there? And then I call them back. Yeah, we're here. Just come over. No, I already left that area now. Well, why? Just come by. Just drive. Do the drive by. If you see the cars, come to the door.
They don't want to bother you.
They bother me for what? Who cares? It's not like we're ever doing anything that you bother us for. Oh, house is closed down. Can't enter the door. I got like 14 kids. It's a constantly open door.
The other thing I don't
rotating
like
door.
about the pop-in is if they pop in, you're kind of chained to the house then. Like you can't really just take off. Whereas if you make definitive plans, oh, okay, I'm going to be here from like 2 to 4 or
Especially it's
something. But if you got things to do and they
Respect
pop
thing
in,
out of your mate too. Like you're comfortable because it's your family.
Mm-hmm.
But what about your mate? Maybe they're not comfortable to have your family come over.
yeah, now I got to
Especially if
entertain
it's
them.
dirt. Like say the house isn't that. It's magazines everywhere. You got
It's not up
clothes.
to snuff
Right.
to your
And then
standards.
Your wife, your family's coming over, and your wife's like, "What? You didn't tell me? They're coming. They're just popping over.
Yeah, now they're
Yeah,
going
you
to
gotta
judge
do
me.
that. At
They're
least
going to
tell
judge
them.
me and blame me,
Like,
not
look, our house
you."
was like crap. Look at that. I think you have to just text and be like, y'all home? Because then you have at least 5 minutes to
it's
like throw
polite to
things in the
do.
closet.
yeah, stuff everything.
That closet.
Now, have
Whose
you ever done-
closet gets all the junk? The main closet, the hall closet. Where does it all go? When you want to clean up,
You just shove it all in?
Countertop. Where's it going?
Hall closet, you gotta be careful because if it's cold out, you gotta put
Yeah,
the
with the
jacket up.
jacket in there.
They see all that crap fall out.
What about
Yeah,
non-family members, like just friends pop in?
No, you
Oh,
gotta.
God, that'd be so fun.
You have to do a little advance warning.
I'm sure Kev should try that with Sam.
Kev, you just ever do a pop-in on Sam?
I would never.
No.
As close as y'all
Well,
are.
what about before
she'd
she
be like,
was a
here,
mama?
hold this baby. I'm by myself. Let me go take a nap.
I probably wouldn't. I'm not a popper inner.
That's why he doesn't want to pop in because he's going to be stuck with baby duty.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to come over and help you with your baby. That's your
Yeah,
problem.
I feel like Kevin doesn't pop in as much as he used to over there.
No.
Baby,
No.
baby blocking.
Baby blocking.
You're not as fun anymore since you had a baby. When's this going to go away?
When's this kid going to start
My
driving?
party
and-
friend back.
Kevin's auditioning non-children friends, like friends without childless friends. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, there is a movie hitting Netflix that, wow, this one is it's a Hallmark level idea, but it's too naughty for Hallmark, so Netflix had to take it.
With an edge.
Yeah,
Is it Christmas type?
it's a holiday movie that Hallmark could have had, but it's too naughty. Why is it so naughty? What's so naughty about it? Plus, years ago, Eric had to make peace with Martin Short. If you know that story, you know that story.
The
If you
man did
don't,
nothing wrong
I'll
to him.
reset it for you, but I have to make peace with a song that I hate.
Made a crappy movie. So he chose that script.
I feel like you need to meet Martin Short in person. All right, here's weather for today.
It is going to be, like you said, glorious. Sunshine, a high of only 90 today. Right now, 65 degrees and 611 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Movies, music, TV, and all things Hollywood.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas.
Hey, Rolla.
What?
Before you get into the story,
Tell us.
I wanted to correct because I made that bonehead statement in the opening. You were
Oh,
talking
about the Netflix guy?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not dead. Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker on Netflix.
Yeah,
He's
it was
not
20
dead.
minutes ago. Nobody.
I'm sorry.
He's
is my
not
OCD.
Dead. He's not dead.
Or is he? Is he just saying that because he doesn't want to spoil the ending?
People are like, who's
I don't
Kai?
know. I know.
Kai the hitchhiker is not dead, apparently.
Sorry.
Okay, Save for Sabrina's having 8 o'clock this morning, guys. We're going to give you a phrase. You have to make note of the phrase. And then at 9 a.m., 12 noon, 3 o'clock, and 5 p.m., we're going to ask you to be caller 104. You repeat the phrase. You're a finalist for the Sabrina Carpenter concert experience. It is 4 tickets in the KRBE suite and a ride to and from the show. So y'all hang out for that, 8 o'clock, and get your little note out, little Post-it note, right at your desk, and post it to your computer screen. So if you get to be caller 104, you can read it right there. Say it for Sabrina. All right. So the Hallmark movie channel is very well known for their Christmas movies. Back in July, they announced they had filmed 47 new Christmas movies, holiday movies
One
for
script.
the holiday season.
Right.
Pretty much they got the beginning, middle, and end, and then they just go on ChatGPT and say, hey, change this
Change this
around.
up.
Yep.
They also do fall movies, like Fall into Love. And it's all harvest themed stuff. Ever since I said the other day I like harvest, I feel like I've seen that word everywhere. I drove by a house the other day, had a board by the front door, it just said harvest. Instead of saying welcome, it said harvest.
Like, what the hell does that mean?
Because it's harvest time. I love it. It's fall. So they have Fall in Love, and they have the Christmas movies. They have the Christmas cruise. I mean, people go all out for the Hallmark Channel. My little brother's wife loves the Hallmark Channel movies, all those Christmas movies. So like a couple of years ago at the Hallmark store, there was a cozy blanket like a throw, and it said, best time of year is Hallmark Christmas movie time. So I got her that as a kitschy, campy gift
I would like to watch one from 1992.
and see how it looked.
Yeah, just
Same
look-
premise though.
Got a gigantic phone.
Small
It's the
town.
size of a cinder block.
Big
Need
glasses.
saving. Yeah, I know, right? So this is one that was passed on. I guess I'm not saying they officially passed on it, but the joke is, oh, Hallmark, you missed out. Netflix is doing a Christmas romance movie starring your boy Eric Chad Michael Murray.
Oh, yeah. That's where his career is at now.
Who's Chad Michael Murray?
Chad Michael Murray.
He was in,
Sophia Bush.
One Tree Hill. And,
Okay.
House of Wax, the remake with Paris Hilton. And I believe he fooled around with Paris Hilton.
Oh.
That's allegedly.
That's how he and Sophia Bush broke up.
And they were married.
Yes.
And when he did that, she found out. And that was an awkward 5 more years of
Yeah.
filming together.
What's the film he was in recently where I was like, oh my God, he's unrecognizable as the hot guy. Who is he?
Oh, yeah. He was,
Oh my God,
he
what
was
was
a
the movie?
doctor. Oh, my God.
I know.
What the hell was that
I
one?
can visualize him. I'm like, wow, that's Chad Michael Murray.
Because the guy goes, look
Oh.
what I can do, look what I can do. He was like one of the,
It wasn't the Brooke Shields Netflix.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the romance movie
Brooke
where
Shields.
the ex gets together. She's the parents of the bride.
And Benjamin
Bratt
Bratt.
and Chad Michael Murray.
He was the sexy doctor.
Yes, that's right. Well, Netflix.
Oh, that was Mother of the Bride.
Mother of the Bride.
That's
Okay, so Netflix is releasing The Married Gentleman. You know, God rest you, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these merry gentlemen take off their clothes.
Oh,
It's
All right. So it's like Magic
Chad
Mike.
Michael Murray. Here's the plot. A big city girl travels home for the holidays. Okay, so far that's Hallmark movies
Yeah.
standard. To find that her parents' small town entertainment venue is in financial trouble. Oh no. That's still a Hallmark staple.
Always in trouble.
Something's in trouble to save it. So what's her solution? Strippers. Male review.
The full Monty.
It's like the
They just
in the
saved the
movie The
town.
Proposal, when the guy from The Office is the only stripper in town, but he's also the real estate agent and the driver.
Oh, yeah.
And he's the guy that comes
What
over.
guy from The Office?
Oscar
Oscar.
from The
Oh,
Office.
okay.
He's
Oscar.
the male review star.
He did everything.
And Betty White and Sandra Bullock, she's like, what is this? Oh, yeah, everyone just loves him. Anyway, so Chad Michael Murray says this movie is not your standard formatted genre piece for the holidays. It's something to get a little hot and bothered under the collar, which is great. But the romance is there and the sparks are flying. We've got some great comedy beats in there. You're going to laugh out loud. The Merry Gentlemen on Netflix. It's going to be out November the 20th. I guess it was too hot for Hallmark. Too hot for
Is it like a
Hallmark.
movie or is it a series?
It's a movie.
Okay.
It's just a little Christmas.
Have you watched the one
Film.
with Kristen Bell?
Well, there's a lot of.
Oh,
there's
with
a lot
the
of questions.
rabbi?
Yeah, the rabbi. It's number. I don't know what it's called though.
That's a movie right now. It's not holiday
This
themed.
is a series.
Oh no, I have no.
I've seen the first
Everyone says it's really good.
two. Yeah, it's cute.
I haven't seen it yet. They said the girl that made it, she wrote it, and I guess she wanted to star in it. And they're like, "Oh, we really love it. We want it, but we don't want you."
Oh man.
Oh, that's not right.
So
That's
she's
a
like,
great-
"Okay, I guess." We'll
So
let
like
Kristen
Milli
Bell do it."
Vanilli. But this is a great song y'all wrote, old guys. But we're gonna get these two other dudes in some biker shorts to dance around, and act like they're you, Milli Vanilli,
I still
lip
can't believe
sync
that one.
failure. Okay, I have to make my peace with something the way Eric had to make his peace with Martin Short. For those that don't know why Eric hated the actor Martin Short for so many years, you can tell him.
Real quick, my mom was sick from cancer, and the last day I ever saw her, I said, "Okay, Mom, I gotta go see this movie with Jen, and it's called Pure Luck." It was basically pure crap. It was Danny Glover, the guy from Lethal Weapon.
So it's a bad movie.
And Martin Short, and it was. I didn't want to go. I pouted the whole time. I didn't want to be there. We were seeing the movie. Went home. They go, "Oh, your mom's in the hospital. You can't see her. It's too late because it's like 10:30, 11. You can talk to her in the morning." Unfortunately, she didn't make it in the morning, so I always blamed that stupid movie for costing me. If I didn't go to that movie, I
The
would have
last
been.
moments with your mom.
Remember, this is like in the early 90s. No one
Right.
had cell phones.
Right.
Could afford
So
them.
nobody could alert you that, hey, your mom is not doing well.
So
Get out
while
of
I'm
that
at this movie, my mom's dying. And I
So
just-
for how many years did you hold that grudge? Until like last year?
Whenever Martin Short's wife died.
Oh, let me see when that happened. Yeah,
When I
like
saw
2
an
years ago.
interview about that, I felt so bad. Because it's not his fault, obviously. It's just in your head, though. You just hate that. Because whenever you see that actor.
Well, you have an association with something.
Like he was in other things, I'd see it and I was fine with it. But I just got so mad.
You're just
'cause
so
the
mad
movie
at Martin
was
Short.
So bad. So
Wow,
bad.
she passed away when? My goodness. 2010. I could have thought that was a couple of years ago you made your peace with Martin Short.
Wow, was it 2010?
It was 2010 it says she
But maybe
passed
we didn't
away.
find out until like a year later.
Nancy Dolman passed away August 21st, 2010.
Wow.
Is that your mom's death anniversary?
22nd.
Oh, but that's your daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? A day before your mom's death anniversary, his wife died.
See.
Eric, and you
That's
blamed
weird.
him all those years. Okay, so the reason I have to make my peace is I think
why
of that,
did-
right? I told y'all before once that Rachel Platten's fight song inspires so many people. And I feel like it's like the cancer theme for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes me so mad because my best friend and my sister-in-law both died of cancer. Fight song didn't work for them. And it just pisses me off. It just pisses me off when I'm somewhere and I hear Fight Song by Rachel Platten. And I was in the grocery store yesterday and I couldn't escape it.
Okay,
Fight
stop.
Song was on at the grocery store. And I was like, ugh, Fight Song. Guess what? Two people that I love didn't get to win. No, they fought their asses off and they didn't get to win. So shut up, Rachel Platten. And then I had to make my peace with it. You know why? Because I'm sitting there trying not to fester. And then I'm thinking of it in a different scenario. Like, don't think of it as a cancer fight song. Think of it for something else. Like, I started visualizing like kids trying to win in sports, or like maybe like you got to be the play lead that you were fighting for, and nobody thought you were going to get that. I had to
even little
take my
kids-
mind out of it.
Or
right?
little kids fighting for their survival, and it gave them hope.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You
I
wanna
had to put
inspire
myself in a
people.
place.
Yeah.
I had to put myself in the place to make peace with Fight Song now. So
Did it happen?
I made peace with Fight Song. I think. Maybe if I hear it one more time, I won't be so mad.
Well, maybe it's playing in the next song. Rotation. Kevin's gonna put it in now.
Kevin's eyebrow just went up.
I didn't want to play it. I'll let you know the
We'll
next
test
time
you
I'm
out.
at CVS.
Oh, now people are requesting it.
No. Now I feel like that I spoke it now, so it's gonna heal. Like I've said it out loud, so it won't bother me anymore.
Well, see, I think that song, that falls into the category of triggers. There's certain things that trigger you. So you hear that.
Yeah, there's good.
It's a
good
trigger for you.
triggers
It's a
and
bad trigger
ones.
for you.
There's smells and there's things that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
My wife said whenever she'd go back to Iran, there's like a certain smell there,
It just takes you back.
and she'd be like, "Oh, I feel like I'm home."
Bombs?
Yeah, and that's now.
Did you say bombs?
Yep.
Well, I know, but she lived there. Yeah, they were fighting.
Yeah, they were.
Iraq.
She left in the revolution.
No, she stayed there, and it was during the war.
Oh wow!
Like every night, they were getting bombed.
Wait, she
scary.
stayed. I thought they left.
They left once, and they came back. They thought that
okay.
things were good, and then
It wasn't good.
Iraq attacked. And every night, bombs. And think about it, your 10-year-old. You don't know if you're going to die that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I mean, think how lucky we are. We don't have to live in, an environment like that.
Yeah, she'll never smell that area again.
No.
Man.
She's like, nope, we're not going back there.
Oh man. So anyway, let's see next time I'm stuck in that Walgreens. If I
Was it the real song, or was it like
No, it was a real
like
song.
Kevin when he plays his little?
Oh yeah, the little
Oh, the music.
the karaoke version of it. No. Okay, so
Real deal?
speaking of Eric's dates here, his daughter's birthday is August 21st, and that means she drives now. The oldest one.
Someone asked people, like, what do you miss the most about being a parent right now? Like, I'm not saying you're done being a parent.
No.
But maybe there's something that your
Different
kids,
phases of life.
Like, I'll give you the example. My daughter is driving to school now, back and forth, and that was always my time to pick her up. And we had a good, 20 minutes driving and just talking about the day and stuff. And now I don't have that.
No.
And I miss it. Because, 16-year-old, they don't want to hang out with dad.
Move, Dad.
Yeah, they get home and they're with
Get
their
in my
friends.
way.
All right,
Drive this car you got.
So we can
me.
open up the lines.
It could be anything. Maybe you got a 4-year-old you miss when they were 2,
I got it.
or when they were 1 and they couldn't walk.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Much.
yeah.
And when they start crawling, it's
You're like,
like,
oh
I
no,
miss
they
it.
crawl now.
But you got to
they're
enjoy every
walking.
phase. But I hear what you're
Follow everything
saying.
they're doing now.
So 833-390-KRBE. That's 833-390-5723.
What phase of parenthood do you miss?
Yeah, because you're still a parent.
Yeah.
That's
You're
till you
never
take your
gonna
last
stop being
breath.
it. Right.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
It's KRBE. Let's do it with more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
Okay, so we are basically parents till we take our final breath on this planet, but there are certain things that you might miss, like an era or a time. For instance, like I miss story time. I used to love reading stories to my daughter right before bed.
Yeah.
And if I could just go back in time and just have one night of redoing that. My daughter's 24 now. Those days are long past.
Eric was bringing up.
But you could still find something else to do that
Yeah.
20 years from now, you'll be like, oh, I wish I was.
did
I could be a
that.
granddad then.
Yeah,
Eric brought up that his daughter is driving now, so now those moments in the car are gone.
yeah, because I'd always have to drive her places. I mean, that part's great. I don't have to do that anymore.
But you got to bond.
Yeah, and hang out and just talk about things naturally.
I'm glad you're pointing that out because I'm in that world where I feel like I'm zigzagging from 2 o'clock until 6 p.m. My life is not my own. And I feel like I'm zigzagging everywhere and I'm so exhausted because I'm going to so many points for so many people. So I'm going to, I already take advantage of the time in the car, but I'll pay attention to it more since you
do
said
that.
it.
And I'm also thinking about the moments we had with my kids. We were all hanging out a lot more when we lived in the house. Mm-hmm. But was it because they were, it was from 2017 to 22, 23.
What was their age?
Their age, Now in the high rise, it's fine, but then we're thinking about maybe building a house or something and going back. But I'm like, I can't believe you. But you're chasing the dog. You're not going to get that same moment back.
Do you feel like the house had something to do with keeping y'all closer
That's what I don't
in
know.
front of each other versus a high rise?
I have no idea.
I think it was the time, Eric.
People say as long as you're together,
Yeah.
Right.
that's your home.
Family
The
tape.
key is you've got to live in the moment, live and enjoy
but
every little nuance of that
Right, but
moment.
nobody,
When you're in it,
nobody
though.
lives in when you're in it, you don't know it. Like, what's that line from The Office? You don't know about the good old times when you're in them. You don't know that they're the good old times.
I know we get some people, but I'm just saying maybe think about that right now. Enjoy what you're doing right now with them because in a few years you're going to go, man, I missed that part.
Tomorrow is not a guarantee for anybody. So, yeah, enjoy every moment.
When I was, of course, I've done the show since before I was married, but my little minis had to go to this little Mother's Day out, and at 2 years old and 3 years old, and when you would come to pick them up, the parents would be outside in the hallway and they'd open the door and they'd let the little kids run to their mommies or daddies.
It's like letting the mutton busting, letting those sheep
Oh
out.
my God, it was so awesome because they'd come out their little folder, they'd see you and the joy, and everybody's like, mommy.
I want to show you.
I would try and record it a couple times, like when she comes out with her folder to show me. I'm like, I remember those little days when she was 2.5 and she'd walk out with her little folder. So cute. Okay, let's go to Benjamin. Hi, Benjamin. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi, good morning.
Hey there.
Hey,
How
so
old
what
are
is
your
it?
kids right now and how many do you have?
So we have 6. So they range from 15-year-old twins all the way to 25.
Okay.
What part
So
of
there's
parenthood are you missing?
there's a lot of things that I miss.
Yeah.
But
What's the number one?
the ones that I miss the most is my girls being daddy's girls. They're 15-year-old now,
Yeah.
and I used to come home from work every day, and they'll be waiting for me. Daddy, 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 daddy.
Right.
And
That's
even though
feeling.
I know we love each other, that's gone. They're more into,
Yep.
Doing their
Snapchat.
TikTok
Their
dance.
phone. Yeah.
They're
world.
like, I'm 15 now.
But they'll come
move.
back. They all tell us they'll come back. After they get to college and they want to hang out with you more.
Yeah, but it's different when they're like,
But it's different.
when you get home and they run to you.
And you can tell as a dad when those fun dad jokes, they laugh, and then at one point they just roll their eyes.
They
and
stop
go,
humoring you.
Like, that's dumb.
That's when you know it's over.
That's so funny, Benjamin. Wow. Thank you so much for listening to our show, Benjamin. You have a great Thursday. Lisa is up next. Hi, Lisa. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
morning.
We're talking about the phase of parenting that you miss right now. What do you miss about, or which phase do you miss?
I miss the baby stage, or even like Sam's stage, where she's like 2 1-year-old toddler stage. I currently have a 4-year-old, but I had separation anxiety the first week he went to school. I cried almost every day. I still cry right now, but it's just.
Is he
I
your
miss
first and
the-
only? Is he your first and only?
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
first and only.
And then
And
4.
right now we're doing the fun things. We get to do T-ball, and he likes making cookies with me. And
Aw.
he's very hands-on. So whenever he tells me, "Mommy, can you hang this in your office?" or "Mommy, can you come play with me?" I take advantage of that
That's
because
good.
Smart.
Yeah.
it's really when they say time does fly, it really does
Oh,
fly.
yeah.
Days are long, years are short. That's the thing. I'm surprised Holly Big Labby doesn't have that in a frame somewhere.
4 is a great age, though. Enjoy this
Lisa,
age.
thanks.
This is so much fun. I mean, you're not in elementary school
And they're
yet.
not three-nagers anymore.
Yeah,
The
they're
3-year-old years. Oh, man.
not a-holes yet.
Oh,
Well, they were when they were 3. Then they get sweeter when they're 4. And then it goes from there.
They're really nice.
Lisa,
They're also teenagers. And then-
Squeeze them tight and have fun with them and really enjoy the moment. Charmin's up next. 833-390-KRBE is our phone number. We're asking you, what phase of parenthood do you miss? Charmin, hi. How many kids do you have? How old?
Good morning.
Morning.
I have
Morning.
a 8-year-old son. He is my one and only.
Okay.
Nice.
I miss the stage where you're just, you look down and they're asleep on you.
Yeah.
When they were still kind of little, it still happens every once in a while. So when I get those little moments, it happened a couple weeks ago on the weekend. We were in our oversized armchair, and I looked down, and he was just knocked out. So I sat there for an hour. My arm was dead asleep.
Oh, yeah.
I had to pee so bad.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
you
want to
trapped
give
under
it up.
them.
I'm not ready.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
You're like, if you
he
get up to
stopped-
pee, you're going to lose that moment.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. So he stopped taking naps when he was like 3 or 4. So the moments are few and very far between. And he has so much energy, he's never ready to settle down. So when he does finally come and sit next to me and he settles down and falls asleep, I definitely take advantage of all those little moments.
Start smelling their hair.
Aw, I know. So
Like
cute.
little babies
And
do
they're
have their
so
hair. They get
sweet.
that.
They wake
so-
up and like, what are you doing, Mom?
You're weird, Mom.
they're so sweet. Like, especially like, I feel like boys 8 or 9 years old, because they are so rambunctious, they are still in those sweet years. I don't know what age they're going to start getting the get away from me mom years, because my girls are already kind of half in, don't touch me. I want your hug.
Do you still get that? Like, for me, I miss
Parko around the block, drop me off.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
had that yet, thank God.
But I miss hugs. Do you still get hugs from your kids?
Yeah, yesterday I was
A little bit.
getting upset about something.
That's
and
I love yous.
My kids just came over and they gave me a hug. I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. You're paying attention. Let's go to Carol. Carol, hi. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Good morning.
Hi, morning.
Morning. How many kids do you have? What are their ages?
I got 4. I got 34, 33, 31, and 29.
Wow, it's a little
And
4-pack altogether.
I missed their school age when they used to do football, soccer, basketball, track. You name it, they were doing it.
You missed the sports mom time.
Yes. But still, and then they went off to college, and I still was going to the college games in Texas and Aggie Land and all that. I miss all those days.
Yeah.
Now, do you miss the shuffling of the back and forth? I mean, because I'm thinking you don't miss having to schlep all the stuff. But do you miss like the actual game, watching your kid play?
No, I mean, yes, I do miss, but I don't mind traveling. Like now, I have a couple that lives in Austin, and we try to go visit every other weekend just to share the time equally, you know?
Do you get to experience that through grandchildren?
Yes. We have 8 grandchildren, and my husband pick up the ones that live here in Houston from school every single day.
Oh,
Good for you.
That's cool. So you get to kind of relive it again.
Yeah.
Especially your grandkids.
Because he say that, that's his grandpa duties, and no one needs to take that from him. So he loves that.
Well, you're so lucky you've got your grandkids nearby. I know a lot of grandparents are sad because they're like, oh, our kids moved away and we never see anyone.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Y'all get to pick up your grandkids from sports and shuffle them around or from school.
I guess the lesson here is just enjoy your kids right now. If you complain about something, just enjoy that phase because it's going to go away.
You'll miss it later. That's for sure.
Big Sam cry.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, a Baytown gas station has been ordered to pay a $50,000 penalty for price gouging during Hurricane Beryl. They secured this penalty against the Superstop on North Main Street after officials alleged it increased prices by over 40% during the storm.
For the gas and their items in the convenience store or just the gas?
Yeah, the location sold premium gas for $5.49 per gallon during Beryl, which was a 44% markup from $3.80 the day before the storm.
No, thank you.
That's just wrong.
Not cool.
So they get a $50,000 penalty, but they probably made way more than that by price gouging.
This sucks.
Yeah. Good people.
I would never go there.
Terrible.
Screwed me over like that. You're supposed to be part of the community.
Right.
Exactly.
Nope, and nope.
So yesterday I did that story, remember, about the sleepy stickers?
Oh, yeah.
The accusation. So 4 Spring Independent School District staff members have now been placed on leave as investigators are looking into those allegations that they were giving preschool students sleeping aids. Children were given, quote, sleepy stickers that would make them fall asleep. One mother said she noticed changes in her son once school started. She said he was crying more than usual and he was not eating. She said he would bring home his lunches that he had not touched, probably because he was asleep. He didn't eat his lunch.
That's awful.
And you know how you get when you don't, I get hangry. I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, they couldn't get hangry because they were sleeping.
Yeah, they're well
You're
rested.
not hangry if you're sleeping.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to try with those sleep stickers right now, see by what time I would fall asleep.
The first couple months we started the show, we talked about that daycare where didn't they tape the kid's mouth shut?
Oh, God, that was terrible.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Remember that?
People are nuts.
Yeah, that kid now is like 28 years old. They got their mouth shut.
Where's that kid?
Wow.
I'm going to give a birthday shout out, lighting the load here. Amy and Charlie are mother and son. He's turning 11 today, and they have the same birthday. Amy and Charlie. Happy birthday, guys. Enjoy your day today.
Happy birthday.
That's cute to have a baby on your birthday, the 10-10s.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
10-10.
10-10.
October 10. 10-10.
Happy birthday.
All right, coming up next, Roula and Ryan's Roses. This is where you reach out to us to help you with your relationship because you feel like your mate is lying to you, acting shifty, or just straight up cheating on you. You know that they're doing it. You just don't know who it's with. There's a variety of scenarios that we've been through. We're going to find out how this person needs our help next on the Roula and Ryan Show.